going to use my discretion and ask one more question of each candidate. Mr. King, and I'll ask you to take 1 minute each with the answer so we can stay on time. Mr. King, what is your position on the state's role of enforcement of immigration laws?
Once again, not really a minute question, but a lot of times people come to me and say, should we have a law like the law in Arizona? And I think that gets to the crux of this particular question, which is, I do believe that the federal government should enforce the immigration laws, and they do. I think that when states get involved in that it probably is not the right thing. I think what the states should do is what we do. We actually have provided, through joint memorandums of understanding, our National Guard troops on the border who work with the Border Patrol, and they work to make sure that the border is secure by providing backup services to the Border Patrol to make sure that illegal immigrants are not coming across the border. That's really important. What I have found the role of the AG to be more is with regard to crime on the border. We have a border violence unit, and we have been training Mexican prosecutors and Mexican investigators to do a better job of enforcing the law on that side of the border. We're doing our training on our side of the border to do that, and so we're working on crime issues on the border rather than on immigration issues on the border.
Border security is a major issue. I've been able to walk the border over the last several months and talk to individuals who live on the border, and they're concerned and they're afraid and they're not sleeping well at night because New Mexico has attracted illegal immigration, whether it's from Poland, whether it's from Brazil, we see the news cases, or whether it's from Mexico. As Attorney General, I'll stand with legislators and make sure that we protect New Mexico's public safety interests, as well as I think we'll be protecting the public safety interests of the United States when we say that we're not going to allow illegal immigrants to obtain a privilege of a driver's license in New Mexico anymore. There are a lot of these things that are attracting the illegal activity. Gary has mentioned that he's training individuals in the Republic of Mexico. I think we need to be training our prosecutors in the state of New Mexico. I'm not interested in traveling abroad. I'm not interested in being a globetrotter. I'm not interested in going to Italy or Spain or France or the Czech Republic, as my opponent has. We've got to clean up our own backyard. We have to make sure that New Mexico is safe. We need to encourage the federal investigators and people put boots on the ground on the border, but we have to make sure that prosecutors in New Mexico are trained before we start training prosecutors in the Republic of Mexico.